fast break opportunity. Kennedy can't. Lost by number 23, Walker Harvey. Good afternoon and welcome to what figures to be a
Dave
very special
Catalano here
event
along
in so
with
many
our
special
head
ways.
coach of St. Augustine.
We have the Shoot Down Cancer Classic. What year is this for this now?
This will be the 16th overall. Used to be the Olympic Cape Challenge. Now the Shoot Down Cancer Classic.
Of course, that is the cause for the day, but we have a basketball game coming for you in just minutes that's going to be as good as it gets. The two teams that you're going to see, St. Augustine, the home team, and the Friars of St. Anthony's, are a combined 44-0 coming into this game. Both of them 22-0. And Dave, I'm pumped up for this game. I'm always pumped up, but this one, I feel chills tonight.
It's got so many things about it. Obviously, packed house. There's so much buzz about it. The articles have been written to talk about it. Coach Rodeo's been looking forward to it because last year they had they were supposed to play last year at Cherry Hill East. It got snowed out. They get the opportunity to get him again, and little did they know they would both come in at 22-0.
I don't think I've ever covered a game where the combined records are 44-0. This is a first for me, without a doubt. Let's talk just a moment, though, about what the cause is today for what we're doing.
Well, the Shoot Down Cancer Foundation is one that my family and I started several years ago. Gosh, it's been, the tournament's been 16 years, and we started 2 years before that. We had a personal situation with our family when my son Garrett had gotten cancer when he was just 1 year old. We're very fortunate that he was treated at Children's Hospital, and this is our family's way to give back to the things that they gave us. My son is here standing at center court right now as a 21-year-old junior in college, and we're very blessed, and this is our way of raising money through some tremendous sponsors that we have, some great fans that come out, teams like this that give their time, volunteers and people that make donations, that we can give some money back to Children's Hospital.
And Children's Hospital of Philadelphia has been renowned for helping so many different families with all forms of cancer, and it's just like, as much as the team here at St. Anthony's #1 in the state, I got to consider the CHOP Hospital one of the best in the nation.
They've probably gotten the #1 ranking, I think, 5 years in a row. And again, we're very blessed, and we try to do what we can to raise some money, and this is a great way to do it. A packed house and some great basketball.
Well, we have a great game coming up for you, and I know if anything excites Paul Rodeo, it's a matchup against probably the best in the state and #3 across the nation. St. Anthony's Friars are #3 high school program in the 50 continuous states. Is that the phrase? Let's see what our coach has to say about this matchup, Dave.
I just want to say beforehand, when I talked to Coach, we had gotten some information from some of the people here about a couple players for St. Anthony's that aren't here, one because of an issue with SATs, but we also mentioned about a player that was injured. We had the wrong name in our meeting here. We talked about Daniel Madding being out. It's not Daniel Madding. Caleb Bishop is the big man that we'll talk about that unfortunately broke his foot and is out for the season. So Coach had some good things to say, though.
Let's see what he does have to say on our Coach's Corner and there's pregame activity.
Dave Catalano here along with our head coach of St. Augustine Prep, Paul Rodeo, in our Coach's Corner. A very, very special edition today here at the Shoot Down Cancer Classic, and we'll get into that a little bit about what this tournament means and all, but what it means today for the 22-0 Hermits is that the St. Anthony Friars are in town. Coach Bob Hurley. Coach, people have talked about your longevity, 852 wins. But there's one guy that's got you on that list, and that's Bob Hurley.
Yeah, no question. I mean, we talked before, and I know I said it this week, and I'm not trying to make it bigger than it is, but he arguably is the best high school basketball coach in the history of high school basketball. I mean, he has done so much. He's in the Hall of Fame. He's a tremendous high school basketball coach, and it's just an honor to be able to play them. And we've been lucky to play him in the past a few times, so we'll see what happens today.
First time ever, according to some local historians, that two coaches with combined over 2,000 wins will meet up with each other, and it's just a testament to the two of you. Again, you're 39 years now, and he's over 40. Do you ever see someone staying at the same school that long again? You've been around. You've been around a lot of other coaches.
So much has changed in the last 10, 15 years that I can't forecast what's going to happen in the future. But if it stays the way it's going, it's just difficult between AAU and expectation level of parents and it's just different. For the first 20 years that I did it, I guess it seemed easy. It was just, show up and coach basketball and actually have fun and do it. And now there's just so many outside things that have come in that it becomes difficult. So to say one person would do it that long, I would find that hard to believe today.
Well, as we said, 852 wins for you. Unfortunately, none of them has come against Coach Hurley. You're 0-12 in your career, including a few state finals. Which of those games, there's got to be something that sticks out in your head other those 12?
No problem. I'm glad you remembered that number. Thank you very much for that. The one that sticks out, and I think you were with me on the bench, if I'm not mistaken, was the game in a state championship game. Tommy Pippett was our point guard. He had gotten hurt early in the game. Calzer, Jimmy Clinton. We had a very good team, and Calzer shooting a 1-and-1 with about a minute 10, a minute 15 left to cut it to 3 because we were down 5. He missed the front end of the 1-on-1. We got the rebound, had 3 follows to put it back, didn't get any. When that all was done, it had kicked out, and they got a dunk down the other end and put it away. They were up 7. We lost by 8 or 9 points.
And I was on the bench with you in that. I was also on the bench in the state final game when our tactic at that point was to hold the basketball.
No question.
We had a lot of fans that weren't happy about it. We had people yelling at us.
Half of them are just walking in the gym
I think
right
they're
now.
still here. Matt Miles, who just coached the other game, was on the team. 11-11 at half, though.
We were right in the game. If you remember that game earlier in the year, we had lost to them by 25, 30 points. And this time we made it a run. It was a good game going midway through the third quarter, and then they just wore us down and beat us up. But we've had a lot of great games. Hopefully today's a little bit different for us. We'll see what happens.
Well, which may be a little different. I know that the St. Anthony's people are out of earshot here, so you can tell us a little bit. I don't think you're holding the ball today. I don't think that's the way you're going to approach today's game.
No, and I think what people will see is St. Augustine, we've decided we're going to play the game just like we play. If we were playing Ocean City or playing St. Joe's or whoever we might play, we're going to play the way St. Augustine has played, doing what we've done to get us to 22-0 and test that into seeing how far it could go for us in the playoffs. If it works today a little bit and we're still able to play that style against a real good team like this, then maybe we're okay. If it's not, then maybe we have to make some adjustments for the tournament.
Well, we've talked about the times that you've played them before, and obviously they're famous for the defense. They're famous for the way they lock you down. But you said this team is a little different. They have that defense, but they also score the ball.
They definitely shoot the basketball better than they look like they were able to do it in the past, and not 2 or 3 kids. In the tapes that we've seen, the unfortunate thing when my coaches and I were watching it, we saw 3 or 4 different games. He started 3 or 4 different lineups all 3 times, and in all 4 games or 3 that we watched, it was different people who were hot at different times. They had 7 or 8 or 9 different kids who look like they can come in and shoot the basketball. He's got 6 Division I players between juniors and seniors, so it's a difficult task.
Well, top of that list is definitely Jagan Mosley. He is already signed. He's a senior, 6'3" guard, signed at Georgetown, had all kinds of schools looking at him, all the Ivies. This is a special basketball player, and obviously you're going to see firsthand about Jagan.
No question. And again, going back to being a test for us, could we control or stop a kid like Mosley? If we can't, then maybe we have to do some things differently. But he's definitely the best player we've played so far this year, and we'll see how we do against him.
We also have heard, and just talking to Coach Hurley coming in, one of their other players is missing today for a different reason. We're not sure. We also know that Daniel Matting was injured. Their big player was injured. He's a junior that signed to Arizona State. He was injured last week, and he won't be playing. So a little bit, again, you take one 6'9" guy out, but you throw a 6'10" player in behind.
Yeah, no question. If we could get 3 or 4 more kids that have a problem, maybe we'd be all right. But, we're going to do the best we can with what they have, and hopefully they have their personnel that they need to compete, and hopefully we can make it a good basketball game.
Well,
today.
we certainly hope, and we've seen some great basketball from St. Augustine. Hopefully we see that today. But just talk a little bit about, obviously you're so familiar with our cause of shoot down cancer. We've had this tournament now for 16 years. This came up for your game this year, and you brought up the idea of playing St. Anthony's to pack the house, which is already packed with about an hour before the game. But tell me how it came about, getting in touch with Bob.
Well, I had talked to him. We were supposed to play last year at Cherry Hill. It never materialized. Some snow up in Jersey City. They couldn't get out that day, so we had to just drop the basketball game. And when we talked that day after that, he said maybe next year we could put something together. He asked me actually had called me and said, do you want to play again in Cherry Hill? I said, to be honest with you, Coach, if you wouldn't mind, I'd rather you come down. A good friend of mine's running the tournament for cancer. It would really help out. It would really be for a good cause. And he said, without hesitation, 100%, I'll come down to that. That'll be the best way to do it. And the rest is history.
Well, so far they've been nothing but gracious to us, contacting them and coming down. A lot of communication. Some of their fans have certainly made the trip down. The rest we hope are watching on SNJ today. Coach, every week, every game we sit here, we wish you a lot of luck, and this is one we certainly wish you a lot of luck out there today. I hope the kids go out and play their game and see how they are against really one of the best in the country.
No question. I think the key, one of our keys is getting out of the first quarter. I mean, most of the times when they beat people pretty good, they usually get off to a really strong start. We want to try to stop that from happening. Hopefully we get out to a good start and kind of play it a little different.
Well, we're hoping that you do as well. We're going to have all the action for you right here on SNJ today, starting just a couple of minutes. 22-0, St. Augustine Prep, 22-0, St. Anthony Friars, and we'll have it for you coming up next.
Welcome back live to Paul Rodeo Gymnasium here on the campus of St. Augustine High School. The Prep hosting a very, very tough challenge, probably their toughest challenge to date here this season for sure in the St. Anthony's Friars. And the superlatives of this team and these two teams, you just can't go far enough. Of course, Bobby Hurley up at St. Anthony's has had a storied career. Do you know, Dave, that these two coaches combined now have 2,005 victories together?
It's crazy. It's unfortunately, and as I love to rib Coach Rodeo, none of his 852 have come against Coach Hurley. 0-12, maybe 13's the lucky
I
one.
was thinking that when you told me they'd met 12 other times, and 13 supposed to be an unlucky number. I think St. Augustine wouldn't mind seeing that trend at least change for one day.
Listen, I think Coach Rodeo's plan all along was to get the enrollment of St. Augustine up high enough so that he got out of non-public B to get away from St. Anthony's. Unfortunately, non-public A is not much better. It's a minefield, as we talked about. There's so many great parochial schools, the non-publics, and these are, again, two of the best. The best in the state. They ranked right now the 6th best in the state, so it's some great basketball we've got coming up.
We're really glad to have each and every one of you on snjtoday.com. So glad to always bring you these basketball games, but today I'm going to remember this day for a long time because 22-0 each team. The records speak for themselves, but we just have quality basketball on both benches today, and I'm looking forward to this matchup.
Well, we've got, as we said, it's a packed house, as they say, standing room only, so much so that I'm standing just so I can see over top of some of the crowd from where we are. We had lots of people outside that couldn't get in. Unfortunately, the gym only holds so much, just a little over 1,100. So, and every one of those seats is filled, and looks like we've got a good one. And for those that couldn't get in, we've got them here watching with us.
Absolutely. Fred Melendez along with Dave Catalana. Again, it is our great pleasure to be here with you today as the St. Augustine Hermits 22-0, the Friars of St. Anthony's 22-0. And I'm just looking for the pace of this game. This is going to be a pace that hopefully I'll be able to keep up with vocally.
Well, we know that St. Anthony's is going to like a pace, again, more of a college style pace of pushing the ball up and down the floor. They've got quality at every position, ball handlers at every position, so they can play at that style. Their stifling defense in the half court is really what the Hermits have to attack. As Paul said in the pregame, they're going to try to play their game. That means get up and down. If it works, that's great. They're not going to try to just slow down and attack in a half-court set because that could make for a long afternoon if they try to do that.
Well, it's not only tall in a figurative sense, but the task is tall literally. As St. Anthony's brings in, their roster includes 10 players who are at least 6'3", and 4 more who are 6 feet. So 14 players 6 feet or more. We're going to turn things over to our public address announcer, Brian Bailey, for the introduction of the starters and a few other announcements before we tap off this game.
This game features the Friars of St. Anthony High. They take on the host school, the Hermits of St. Augustine Prep. Let us prepare to meet the principals for our contest this afternoon. Ladies and gentlemen, let us introduce first the undefeated Friars of St. Anthony's High. Their starting lineup is as follows. Starting at one guard is a junior wearing number 2, R.J. Cole. Also at the guard position is a senior wearing number 11, Shaquan Gibbs. In his senior year is also a guard wearing number 0, Jagan Mosley. In his senior campaign, wearing number 13, Idris Joyner. And in the middle is a junior wearing number 4, Daniel Madding. Ladies and gentlemen, the incomparable Bob Hurley is the head coach for the Friars of St. Anthony High. Ladies and gentlemen, there they are, the Friars of St. Anthony's High. And now, ladies and gentlemen, here are the equally impressive 22-0 Hermits of St. Augustine. Starting at one guard is a junior wearing number 5, Austin Kennedy. Also at the guard position is a senior wearing number 2, Saeed Nelson. A sophomore at the forward position wearing number 25, Marlon Hargis. Also, a junior at the forward position wearing number 23, Walter Harvey. And in the middle is a junior wearing number 22, Justyn Mutts. Ladies and gentlemen, the equally incomparable Paul Rodeo is the head coach for the Hermits of St. Augustine Preps. There they are, ladies and gentlemen, the Hermits of St. Augustine Prep.
Ryan Bailey doing an excellent job here on our announcements of our starters. It almost sounded like it was Rutgers University, somewhere really big.
He actually does Rutgers games. Brian's been with us for 16 years, being our announcer. He comes back every year. Love having him.
Well, Paul Rodeo giving his squad the final introductions before our opening tap. Packed house here at Paul Rodeo Gymnasium.
Coach talked about it a bunch of times. I know he's telling his kids about it again right now. You have to withstand the first punch. This is like a Mike Tyson fight. You can't come out and get punched in the mouth and not react to it. St. Anthony's has taken teams apart in the first quarter, 24-0 against Camden. Other teams, they love to throw the knockout punch.
Yep.
They got to hang in for this first quarter.
Take all the punches and then come back with a few of your own. So the starters once again for the visiting Friars of St. Anthony's. Number 0, Jagan Mosley. Number 11, Shaquan Gibbs. Number 2, R.J. Cole. Number 4, Daniel Madding. And number 13, Idris Joyner. For the Hermits, the same starting 5 we've seen throughout the season. Saeed Nelson, number 2. Number 5, Austin Kennedy. 22, Justyn Mutts. 23, Walter Harvey. And Marlon Hargis, number 25. The Hermits win the opening tap. We are underway here on SNJToday.com. Mutts driving, and we'll get a traveling call against Justyn.
Hermits in a little bit of their spread set. That's one of the sets they like to run some offense out. It's not to hold the ball. It's just to spread the floor to get into the offense. And here we go, full court man-to-man from the Hermits.
So Saeed Nelson drawing his number 2 counterpart, R.J. Cole, on defense. Friars moving around.
Walt Harvey, one of the better defenders for the Hermits on Jagan Mosley.
They swing it left side. Gibbs with the basketball, looking for somewhere to go with it. Cole looking to go to the basket. Nice pass underneath and a basket layup by Daniel Madding. So the first basket of the game goes to St. Anthony's, and now they get a steal the other way. Looking to go back out to R.J. Cole, swinging around to Gibbs in the left corner, driving baseline, dishing out, and they'll set it up all over again. Driving baseline, this time a little strong on the shot, rebound underneath the basket. Look at the quadruple team there. Open shot from 3, in and out, and Mutts gets the rebound as Mosley tried to 3.
Hermits pushing it back both times. The other time they turned it over, but here they go inside.
Nice pass to Hargis. He draws the foul. Great vision by Saeed Nelson to find Hargis underneath.
Well, Saeed Nelson is going to set the tempo. He's going to push for the Hermits. There's no walking it up when it comes to them. This time he got it down. Marlon Hargis found under the basket. And this is what we're talking about. The Hermits need to earn when they get the opportunities like this with some free ones at the line.
Hargis looking to tie this game from the free throw line. Rotation's good, so is the hoop. Hargis eyes up the second shot. He's 2 for 2.
And back to the full court pressure. Cole, again, all the St. Anthony guards actually all can handle the ball, but right now it's Cole and the Hermits in a little trap now.
Ball is swung to Joyner. Driving baseline move and a nice crawl in for Mosley. 4-2.
And again, Hermits pushing it right back. And I love seeing Marlon Hargis being aggressive, going to the basket there.
So another foul on St. Anthony's.
It's going to be on Joyner here. That foul's going to be his. It's his first.
And Hargis again will try to tie up this game from the line. Well, equally important, Dave, is going to be these free throws.
Always.
These are free points, as they say, and they need every one of them.
They're going to need every one. Again, they're going to play the game. St. Augustine's going to play their game. They're going to push the ball. Hargis being aggressive, gotten to the line twice now.
4-4 our score with 6:15 left opening quarter. Both teams trying to throw those punches right now, but St. Anthony's with the basketball. Long range three off the rim and cleared by Hargis.
Harvey
I'm sorry, 23, not 25. Meanwhile, Nelson finds Hargis. The shot is up and long. Rebound coming down to Shaquan Gibbs. Across the timeline quickly. Mosley, good defense by the Hermits, but great recovery by the Friars.
Loose ball going to come up with that there. Hermits got their hands on it, but didn't come up with it, and Mosley's going to set him up again.
Mosley swings it to Gibbs along the left side. Looking for the alley-oop play is Joyner. Gets by Mutts. Puts it left side, now the top of the key. Driving. Getting the shot up, it doesn't go, but a foul against St. Augustine.
Yeah, tough move there. R.J. Cole dips his shoulder in there, but the contact was made by, as we see Nelson here riding him along the way. Again, you see Cole with his right arm out a little bit, but I think the contact was before that. Cole's going to get a chance going to the line here.
2 shots for Mr. Cole. R.J. will try to put the Friars in the lead. Well, the Rowdies trying to disrupt them, but they weren't successful that time.
Watching during that little stoppage there, Jagan Mosley talking to the officials, saying that he's getting held, that the Hermit defender, Walt Harvey, is holding him. Let's see how the officials are going to call that.
Second shot is good. Both teams perfect from the free throw line so far, and we have a 6-4 score. Marlon Hargis sends it back to Saeed Nelson.
Different look here from the Friars.
Yep, they switched up the coverage indeed. Now Kennedy tight to that midcourt line, gets away momentarily, finds Hargis. Nice pass, and Harvey can't get to go, is blocked, and Kennedy saves it. Now he has it stolen. Ball is loose. Hargis round and puts it up, and it won't go.
Hargis, Marlon looked like he had Mutts on an alley-oop there. It looked like he had it if he threw it up to him. Right here, he decides to go to the hole, and the offensive foul. Nice job by Joyner to pick up the charge.
So the Friars now with the basketball. We're at 4:50 left in this opening quarter. 6-4, St. Anthony's leads St. Augustine. Mosley driving through, has it blocked, but there's a nice rebound by Joyner to put it back up and in.
Hermits go to the double team. Mosley splits it easily. The block by Mutts. Unfortunately for the Hermits, the Friars were right there to finish.
8-4, 4.5 to go, opening quarter. Saeed Nelson now guarded again, different look, as you said, Dave, by R.J. Cole, and now they switch off.
All the guards for St. Anthony's are great defensively.
Saeed Nelson with a great move and touch off the glass.
I said they're all great defensive guards, and they really are. But we've seen that from Saeed Nelson. He's going to play his game, and that's part of it right there.
8-6 the score now as the ball handled by Jagan Mosley gets a return feed and now finds number 2 R.J. Cole. Cole looking for some room to maneuver. High alley-ooper, does not go. Again, strong rebounding by the Friars. Ball in the corner, and who's it off? It went off St. Anthony.
The majority of the crowd here, I'd say, is pro St. Augustine, and they were all looking for a walk there. Either way, the Hermits are going to come up with the ball and a chance to tie this up or take the lead.
Saeed Nelson, watched by R.J. Cole as he comes across the timeline, looks to clear out the right side. Mutts helps him out, but we have a reach-in foul. Foul is on Joyner. I believe that's his second.
That may be, and then right away a substitution coming in. Asante Gist is going to come in. And again, this is no just normal player coming off the bench. This is another one of the young men that can play. He signed already to go to Eastern Kentucky, so a Division I player coming off your bench.
Brendan Aldrich coming in for the Hermits, number 31. A three-pointer, if it goes, it bounces off the back rim. And Aldrich will pick up a blocking foul. He kind of held
on the long rebound. Good look from Saeed Nelson there. It's a clean look. You're going to take it. Yeah, you see right there as Aldrich
got to hook them.
Holds the hand there of number 14, Miles Patton.
So Javaris Hayes brings the ball up for the Friars, puts it in the hands of Asante Gist. I'm going to say that both ways all day, I know that. Meanwhile, Cole saves a potential steal by St. Augustine. Gist goes right side, pass got through, and the shot is long and missing. Saeed Nelson almost tipped the ball to himself, but instead a two-pointer by Gist gets the basket.
Those loose little tips, those things like that are things that you have to come up with in a game like this. And just haven't gone the Hermit's way just yet.
Harvey looking to drive, and that goes out of bounds.
Great team defense by the Friars there. As Harvey goes to the basket, someone's going to be there in that half-court defense by the Friars.
Looked like three players just simply collapsed on him. That's why he tried to make the pass, but it goes out of bounds.
Officials checking with something with the scorebook here. Issue on the court.
10-6 is the score we have. 2:39 to go here in the first quarter. But Dave, so far I think St. Augustine is holding their own here. It's only a 4-point game.
Well, maybe we can take a look at our keys to the game if Ryan can bring them up. Our keys to the game here is Toyota Vineland key. We've talked about surviving the first quarter. Coach Rodeo talked about it, and we said the little punch in the nose that you're kind of going to get by St. Anthony's, you have to survive that. So you want to survive the first quarter. The second thing that we've got to look at when it comes to someone like St. Anthony's coming into town is you have to make the shots that you get. When you get a shot, when you get a situation where you get an open look, you got to make it, or you got to make a foul shot. And then the last thing is going to be St. Augustine's going to play their game. We've seen that already. Play their game, but play it as well, play it as strong as they can, and just hold to stay in this game.
All right, we have a technical foul called against St. Augustine somewhere along the line. I'm not sure why that is happening, but that is the case. So 2 free throws coming up for R.J. Cole.
I'm going to guess the way Coach Rodeo is looking there, may have been a situation with the book. That may be the only thing that we can think of, because the way they were talking to the table there. But R.J. Cole is at the line.
And he delivers both free throws.
And now St. Anthony's going to take over again. 12-6. 12-6 St. Anthony's. Going to inbound on the other side. Again, you bring in some guards. You can just keep bringing people in off the bench. Like Lasante Gist here going to handle the ball now.
Gist goes back to the top of the key. And that looked like a walk.
I think he got away with one. Yeah, he did.
R.J. Cole has the ball, pulls it out, and now just lets the Friars get into their formation.
Very interesting. Both teams run this same spread set.
Driving right to the hoop, and another block by Mutts.
Great body control. Justyn Mutts did not foul.
Nelson between players, can't get it to go.
Great move to the basket, just a little strong off the glass.
Manning got the rebound, sets up the fast break, and it is Jagan Mosley who lays it up and in. Timeout on the floor. 1:59 to go here, Dave.
Yeah, the timeout there for St. Augustine. Again, they started to feel the momentum going the other way. St. Anthony's got out on a roll there. St. Augustine's going to push the ball. They want to push the ball. That's part of their offense. But as I just said, you have to convert when you have that opportunity. I don't know if maybe Saeed was looking for a block or something to come over on the other side. He's just a little strong off the glass, and St. Anthony's going to push you right back the other way and go to the basket. Jagan Mosley just take it right to the hole.
Well, I don't think they mind playing the fast break kind of game just like St. Augustine does. That's why this game is really going to be fun to watch.
Hermits are getting shots. They're getting to the places they want to be on the floor. Not going in, but in some respects, they're getting some of the shots that they want. And they're playing their game. They're playing the way that we've seen them play all year.
Now, if the ball would just cooperate and go in the hole a few times, that would be nice.
Yeah.
Let's see if they can respond here on this possession as Kennedy.
Let's look for a set play out of the Hermits here. See if they come down running one of their favorites here coming out of this.
Nelson and Kennedy play catch. Ball now in the hands of Hargis.
Look at the way St. Anthony's up on you on the catch. Hargis catches, has no room to move.
Great tenacity, tipped ball, but it's still in the hands of the Hermits. Nelson goes to Kennedy. Hargis with the basketball, hands off to Kennedy. Hargis looks for some room to operate. Mutts trying to drive in, gets it to go, and he draws the foul as well. That's the kind of play they need.
Yeah, absolutely. That's the strong move. A smart pass, and you watch Justyn Mutts here, makes the catch, no hesitation in his mind, and he's going up to lay it in, gets the foul on Jagan Mosley.
That's the first on Mosley, and both teams now with 4 on the board as far as the foul counts go. Mutts looking to finish a 3-point play. And he certainly does.
That's big. That's big. Finish at the line and get the 3.
14-9 the score now. Ball across the timeline brought by R.J. Cole. Pulls up. Goes right side, a long-range 3 off the rim, and Mutts collects the rebound, has it knocked out, but we have a foul as well on number 4. That's Daniel Manning.
Well, we talked to Coach Rodeo. He said they've watched Asante Guest. This kid can stroke it. He can shoot it from outside. Misses there. Look, St. Anthony's has played in a lot of different types of gyms. This is a tough gym to shoot in. They've played in bigger gyms, I know that, but it's a tough gym to shoot in. You don't get a good feel for it all the time. Maybe a little bit off there, and a little advantage maybe St. Augustine.
Justyn Mutts puts up the shot and puts it home.
Nice set play, finding him in the middle of the floor, and a confident move from Mutts, and we're 14-11 now.
A 3-point lead with 45 ticks left in the first quarter. St. Anthony's with the lead, Mosley with the dribble. Gives it to Cole. Cole just inside the arc, connects.
Nice stroke from the lefty. R.J. Cole just very calm, runs the set, gets the good shot.
16-11. With 20 seconds left, I'm thinking they're going to try to set for one last shot here, Dave.
Look for them to run at Saeed Nelson here. Right now it's Cole on him, but Gist is lurking.
Left side pass, it'll be 3 if it goes. It skims off the rim, and St. Anthony's comes away with the rebound. Mosley airs it up, and he's wide, but a pretty entertaining first quarter as we suspected it might be. After the first 8 minutes of play, St. Anthony 16, St. Augustine 11. Let's take this time out.
Shop Toyota Scion of Vineland for your next pre-owned vehicle. Get peace of mind with one of the most reliable, long-lasting vehicles available, a Toyota certified used vehicle. We also have a huge selection of quality used cars, thoroughly inspected, offered at incredible values, starting as low as $49.95. At Toyota Scion of Vineland, our goal is to be the best dealership in town, taking care of what's most important, you. So get to Toyota Scion of Vineland, North Delsea Drive today. We have the cars and trucks you need at the price you want.
Well, a pretty entertaining first quarter, and St. Augustine, I think, Dave, the first key of the game you mentioned, 5 points down at the quarter is not all that bad, and we saw an emergence of Mutts there towards the end of the quarter. I think he's going to play a key role today.
Well, more than just the score. It's the way the Hermits came out and that not backing down, playing exactly the way we've seen them go. And I think they're sitting over there saying, we can play with these guys. And listen, high school kids and all that, but this is one of the better teams, obviously, in the nation. But I think it was important for the Hermits to come out of that first quarter knowing that they're in a basketball game, and now you don't let up. Now you come right back here. St. Augustine's coming out with, on defense to start here, 5-point game, they're right there.
Now St. Anthony's will have possession to start the second quarter, looking to increase their 5-point advantage.
I don't know that we still have gotten official word what the technical was. Did you hear anything?
Well, you might be right in the fact that they did come over to the scorebook and look at a few things. I'm not sure if somebody on the St. Augustine bench noticed something, but the only thing I could figure, there were no real malicious plays on the court, and then they did come over to the scorer's table to check something. So you're probably right, something to do with what was in the scorebook, maybe a number wrong or something.
Different look for the Hermits in a 2-3 zone now. Little different look for them.
Mosley passes right side, gets a return feed. Gist puts it in the hands of Gibbs. St. Anthony's happy to, nice pass underneath. Looking for some room. Didn't quite get enough, but another strong rebound, knocked out of bounds by St. Augustine. What a job by Shaquan Gibbs to get the shot. And almost, well, he did collect the rebound, just couldn't pull it in.
And a great job by Justyn Mutts defending there. The other Hermits have to get in and help him rebound, though.
There's a steal as Nelson has a breakaway. Tries to go up, and the ball is blocked, and here comes St. Anthony's the other way. Gibbs, and Mutts says no. Here come the Hermits one more time. Nelson takes the ball, goes up, doesn't get the layup.
You love to see that he kept going to the hole. It's got to fall for him, though. Oh, Walter Harvey now with a block and a foul on St. Anthony's, and that's going to be on Miles Patton.
And that, I believe, is just his first.
Well, Bob Hurley giving the official an earful as he thought that it was a foul on the play going to the hole.
Honestly,
and now he's giving an earful to Shaquan Gibbs as he's coming out of the game. But 2 times in a row, Saeed Nelson gets the steal, gets down the floor, and just can't convert.
Harvey finds Mutts, good spin move. Shot doesn't crawl in.
So close. Hermit's so close to getting some of those to go.
Wow.
Just rolling off Justyn Mutts.
A very unkind rim at the moment. The lead is still 5, 16-11. 6:42 and counting, second quarter. 3-point shot if it goes by Mosley, and it goes off the back, so it'll be St. Augustine basketball.
Well, again, staying in the game, staying in a situation here. How do you stay in? You get situations like this where St. Anthony's not shooting it great right now. It's not going in for him. Justyn Mutts looks really confident and strong out there. I think that's the place that they need to go. Work with Justyn where he can get out in space and maybe make some things happen.
Mutts and Nelson both look very confident in what they're trying to achieve here. They just need to make some of those shots. Meanwhile, Kennedy, a long-range 3. It bounces off the rim. Harvey tried to save the rebound, but St. Anthony's comes back the other way.
Love the confidence. Not sure if it's the shot Hermits wanted, but I love the confidence that he took it.
Nelson gets the tip from Mutts and brings it back the other way. Saeed trying to go all the way, and he draws the foul.
Well, you have Saeed Nelson here. We've been talking about him all day long, all year long, all 4 years long.
Yeah.
But I talked to Coach Bob Hurley before the game. He said to me he believes Saeed Nelson is the best point guard in the state, and they've played against all of them. Now they're going without one of their best defensive guards. With Javaris Hayes not here with the team, the rest of them can play D, but he has nothing but great accolades to talk about when he's talking about Saeed Nelson.
Bob Hurley still a little bothered by that non-call minutes ago.
Well, you're not going to get that one back, but you might get the next one. So you're going to stay in his ear.
60-12 as we dip under 6 minutes left in the first half.
And Hermit's still in their matchup zone. They're going to make the Friars shoot the ball a little bit.
Gist goes all the way back, and now it's in the left corner. St. Anthony's looking to drive, dish for an open three off the front rim. Strong rebound, but Mutt stays with it and gets it for the Hermits. Saeed Nelson gets away from Cole momentarily, dishes it too far, and then the crowd gets a souvenir.
Yeah, Saeed needs to just, again, he's playing his game, calm it down a little bit. They're running a lot of guys at him. It's hard for him. He's obviously the main focus, but he's getting some help from the other guys out there. Take a deep breath, settle down a little bit, and keep your head in it.
So St. Anthony's brings the ball to the front court. Long range three doesn't go. Again, St. Anthony's with an offensive rebound. Mutts again with a block. And the Friars just move the ball efficiently, get another shot up, and that one goes.
They're going to start falling at some point, and that time they got an extra opportunity by St. Anthony's, gets the extra opportunity and gets to make some pay. Great pace, great so far, just a really well-played basketball game, back and forth. Hermits are doing what they do. Obviously, this is our real first look at St. Anthony's, but we know what they do. They're smothering defensively, and they're working their stuff right now. You got different players on the team taking the shots for them. Inside-out game is there. Right now, their outside shot isn't falling. I would expect to see the Hermits stay in that zone as long as they can.
Well, of course, Hurley is bringing in a lot of different players. He's using his depth very well. Different players checking in, giving everybody a breather. Just got to get a few shots. St. Augustine, like you said, Dave, just a couple shots away from going in and really making this a tight ball game.
And what I love about it right now is you watch the Hermits play. Saeed a little bit, the turnover, which is a little uncharacteristic, but for the most part, they're out there playing like it would be any other game for them right now. I like the confidence on that side.
So the Hermits have possession, trailing by 6 points as we hit the 5-minute mark. Once again, Nelson brings the ball up, finds Hargis. Aldridge back, an open three, off the back rim. Aldridge with the rebound, underneath the Mutts. The reverse layup is good, and he's going to the line.
What a great, let's talk about first of all, the heads-up play by Brendan Aldridge to get the ball inside the Mutts, and Mutts is he's playing determined inside. Look at this, nice look inside. Uses the basket as a screen, lays it up, and can he finish again?
So another chance at a three-point play for Justyn Mutts. It would cut the lead in half. Little long on it, rebounded by St. Anthony's.
Aldridge had a hand on it.
Ball in the hands of Cole. Now on the right side, Gist looking for some room. Great pass to the post. The shot doesn't go. A little surprised that no foul there.
No, on either side.
So now they're even, right, Dave?
Lots of contact. They're letting them play a little.
That's all right. As long as they let them play both ways. Can't say too much. Nelson looking to go in, has the ball stripped, and back come the Friars on a fast break. Pass behind the player, but a good save by Mosley. And this time, not a save, a little too strong on the feed to the basket.
Didn't get the steal there, but Austin Kennedy caused a little havoc there. Reached in once, reached in again. Mosley looked up, and a bad pass throws it away. Like to see Saeed Nelson get something go his way here the last couple of times down. Just haven't been able to get it to go. Look, double high screen for him. Get him going.
Pass to Mutts. Justyn, underneath pass, shutting up and good. Aldridge.
Well, Aldridge to Mutts last time down. Mutts to Aldridge. And Brendan Aldridge coming in. He's been giving the Hermits good minutes for these last couple of games, and he does it again. And timeout St. Anthony's.
Bobby Hurley not liking the way this is going the last few minutes. He burns a timeout, and look at this, folks. St. Augustine trails by just 2, and Paul Rodia has to be pretty good with the way this quarter is unfolding.
Well, on the St. Augustine sideline, he's happy about the way things are going right now, and I'm looking over at Coach Hurley directing his team down there. He has to understand, again, St. Augustine's in there at home. They're comfortable. They're going to come out fighting, which they are. St. Anthony's now been in games like this, obviously, many times before. Look for them to come back out now, set up something, maybe running something for Jagan Mosley, get him going a little bit on the offensive side for the Friars.
Well, they have like you said, they are getting different people involved in taking shots. Their passes to the post have been excellent. Some of their misses, it could be a little bit bigger of a lead for them.
Exactly, a little bit, again, both sides just rolling off the rim. Both teams missing some shots inside that could go. I think, again, the leaders of the team, it's Saeed Nelson, it's Jagan Mosley, both a little bit off their game. Let's see that both of them settle down and see what comes out. Now, kind of interesting to see right now if the Hermits come out. They love to trap coming out of a situation like this. I don't know if this is the kind of team you want to do it to, but let's just see how the Hermits look at it. They may be looking at it as we're going to play our game, and our game is we're going to trap.
Trap, try to create a steal and a fast break opportunity. If they can do that, they'd get a great shot at tying this game.
This looks like the trap to me.
Cole with the basketball, lots of good movement, open shot, a long range three is off. Ball battle for underneath, out of bounds off of St. Anthony's.
Well, the Hermits came out in the trap, as like I said, but St. Anthony's not even flinching. Ran a perfect play, got it to the middle, kicked it over. A wide open three for one of their better shooters. Justyn Mutts, I don't think he got a piece of it, but it was off. For a good shooter, he probably got a piece of it.
He got up there and probably threw off the eye vision for the shooter. Justyn hands off to Saeed Nelson. A long range three off the rim, and what do we have? We're going to get a foul against who?
Marlon Hargis came in for the rebound. Looked like he had his hands on the back of Jagan Mosley and maybe got a little push up. Yep, there he did. Right there, a little push off. Maybe a little acting from Jagan. Jagan's a big kid. I'm not so sure Marlon could move him, but he gets the call. St. Anthony's coming back with 3:14.
Across the timeline comes Jagan Mosley.
Hargis has the assignment now with Harvey out.
Gibbs hands it off, and now Cole winds up with the basketball. Mosley looking for some room to operate, has the ball stripped, but he's fouled, and Hargis picks up another one.
How about this? You're a young sophomore, Marlon Hargis, and I've sprung his praises a lot this year about how well he's played. And here you are, drawing an assignment in a key part of the game against one of the best players in the state, a young man who's going to Georgetown next year in Jagan Mosley.
Well, the foul is actually against Brendan Aldrich. First shot is up and good by Jagan Mosley.
Reading up a little bit about this young man, Jagan Mosley, offers from all kinds of schools. All the Ivies were in on him. He's going to a great place, obviously, down in Georgetown. And Coach Hurley singing his praises about what a leader he is on this team.
Well, he makes both free throws. 20-16, St. Anthony's with the lead. 2:55 and counting left before halftime. Fred Melendez and Dave Catalana, and Dave, we're having quite a fun day here.
Absolutely,
so far.
A little bit of zone pressure. St. Anthony's don't see this a whole lot.
Meanwhile, St. Augustine will be happy to work the perimeter.
But this zone covers a lot of space with the length of St. Anthony, especially in that back line.
Nelson finds Hargis. Marlon dishes to Mutts, and a foul along the baseline, blocking foul.
A little slow on the rotation there from Idris Joyner. Again, Mutts with a full head of steam. Joyner just slow getting there. Nice dish from Hargis. Three men draw to him. You know, again, great team defense there. They're drawn to the man. But as Joyner gets over, he gets there slowly. And the question is, can St. Augustine make him pay here again at the line?
That is 3 fouls on Joyner. So he sits for a while. Meanwhile, Mutts will try to put 2 or 1-on-1 rather than missing.
Huge there. That's the kind you got. You know, again, we talked about making fouls late in the game. In a game like this, you've got to make them early just to, again, stick around.
The Friars circle the perimeter with a few passes. Now the ball in the hands of Shaquan Gibbs. Gives up the dribble and now gives up the basketball. R.J. Cole looking things over. Takes a long-range 3 off the back rim. Mutts collects the rebound. He'll hand off to Harvey, and the Hermits get a chance again to cut this to at least 2 points.
Justyn doing yeoman's work on those defensive boards. He's going up for the blocks, and he's also coming down with the ball.
Mutts looking for some operating space. almost dribbled himself out of his own shoes there. Meanwhile, Nelson looking for some operating space, and the ball taken by St. Anthony's the other way.
And another one rolls off the rim.
Good touch, good finish.
Yeah, great push back by Jagan Mosley. Dumps it over to Gibbs. 6-point lead now for the Friars. Here comes pressure.
Hargis finds an open man. Kennedy looks to duck in, sends it back out to Nelson. Saeed pulls it out and lets his offense set. Kennedy hands to Mutts. Hargis will take a long-range three. It's a little long. Rebounded by St. Anthony's.
Great box out by Manning there. Here come the Friars.
Right back up the court. They don't waste any time going to the attack. R.J. Cole pulls the ball out, and I'm not sure they're not going to look to get one shot here. 44 seconds and counting left before halftime. They swing it right side. Open shot. This will be three if it goes, and finally one of those three-pointers does drop.
Yeah, well run, right to the right spot. Perfect pass, perfect formation. Patton knocks it down.
And the lead suddenly balloons to 9, 25-16.
Huge here for the Hermits to maybe get something. They're going to have possession to start the second half. If they can get something here, a little momentum before halftime.
Down to 10 seconds. Nelson takes the three, is short, and St. Anthony's comes down with the rebound. That is Patton with the rebound, and that'll do it. So a little bit of a pull away by St. Anthony's at the end of that quarter. Our score at the break is 25-16. St. Anthony's over St. Augustine. A quick timeout. We'll be right back here to Paul Rodia Gymnasium.
Shop Toyota Scion of Vineland for your next pre-owned vehicle. Get peace of mind with one of the most reliable, long-lasting vehicles available, a Toyota certified used vehicle. We also have a huge selection of quality used cars, thoroughly inspected, offered at incredible values, starting as low as $49.95. At Toyota Scion of Vineland, our goal is to be the best dealership in town, taking care of what's most important, you. So get to Toyota Scion of Vineland, North Delsea Drive today. We have the cars and trucks you need at the price you want.
Fred Melendez along with Dave Catalana at the half of what we figured would be an electric game, and it has been. It was close right down to the last minute of the first half as St. Augustine with a couple of baskets late and a three-pointer that built up the lead to 25-16. We're at halftime. We have a special video we want to share with you about Shoot Down Cancer. Let's go to that right now. The Wildcats with 1 minute to go in this game. Nelson with a nifty steal, and he lays it up and in.
I'm Mike Frankel with an SNJ Today news report. Every year in early February, the South Jersey basketball community comes together at St. Augustine.
It's great to have a party and everybody comes to the party, but when you need somebody and you really know that the family's going to be with you in a time of need.
For Dave Catalana, that time of need happened in 1995. When his young son Garrett was diagnosed with cancer.
There was nothing going on. He was in a well baby visit and they found the cancer. I was coaching here at St. Augustine at the time. The basketball season had just started, so we got a tremendous support from the St. Augustine family that first 6 months when Garrett was going through his treatments, and they were great to us. They were our second family. Then when we evolved into the tournament, they've just been great.
The tournament is the Shoot Down Cancer Classic. To date, the event has helped raise about $300,000 for the Children's Hospital of Philadelphia. Garrett's cancer has been in remission since 1996.
Well, the older I get, the more it personally means to me, and the more I understand the circumstances from where I came from. And now, as I get older, I understand what this money is really going towards and just understanding more of what it really means to the community.
We use the example a lot with our basketball team about fighting adversity, and David was my inspiration during that. I remember those days when his son was sick, and he fought the adversity of going through the tragedy of having a young son with cancer better than I could have ever done. I mean, he was a trooper, and we took the lead from that.
Dozens of people volunteer their time for the Shoot Down Cancer Classic every year, and at the center of it all, Dave and Garrett Catalana.
We actually talked at one point that once Garrett got out of high school, maybe we would stop doing it. But I don't know, it's just something people look forward to. As long as we can continue to do what our mission is, which is raise money to give to Children's Hospital, we're going to keep doing it.
With this SNJ Today news report, I'm Mike Frankel.
I believe that high school is like, college with training wheels on. The more you can be exposed to the kinds of decisions you're going to have to make in college, the more successful you'll be in that next plateau of life. My oldest son actually spoke to who are now the sophomore class at open house. What he said was, as a 14-year-old, when he came here, there was a lot of talk about unitas, veritas, and caritas, and really at 14 he didn't know what that meant. All that he was attracted to was he had a lot of friends on the swim team and he loved the cookie concept, right? Now that he's an adult, he's brought those values in just about everything he does. It's not about cookies anymore. It's about the kind of person that you've become and how you interact with other people and how you work towards your goals and, live in a community beyond just yourself. There is definitely a place for everybody. And sometimes your place isn't evident in day 1 or day 2 or day 3, but ultimately everybody finds their place. If you have a great core set of friends, right, a great community that you're a part of, if you know yourself and you're true to yourself, right, you will be successful in no matter what you choose along the way.
My name's Nancy McHugh. I teach chemistry at St. Augustine Prep.
The 2016 Shoot Down Cancer Classic here at Paul Rodeo Gymnasium at St. Augustine Prep. And the feature matchup of this tournament, without a doubt, St. Anthony's versus St. Augustine. 25-16, the Friars lead the Hermits at the half. Fred Melendez along with Dave Catalana. And I think, Dave, that first half, with the exception of those last couple minutes where St. Anthony's put together that 7-0 run, really, this game has been close. It was 18-16 at one point.
Yeah, a little bit of shooting's not been great for either team right now. I think the Hermits only shooting just about 37%, 42% for St. Anthony's. Some of the shots started to fall a little later for the Friars. The Hermits are getting looks. It's not going in for them, especially Saeed Nelson, who's I think 1 for 9 right now in the first half.
And out-rebounded also, the Friars out-rebounding the Hermits 22-13. A lot of those rebounds coming on the offensive side of the floor, Dave. That's the last thing that the Hermits want to see happen.
Can't give second chances, obviously. Justyn Mutts doing a great job of altering shots. He has a few blocks. I think he has 5 blocks at this point, altering some shots. He needs his Hermit teammates to funnel in there, rebound the ball while he's out trying to deflect shots and doing what he can there. Again, Hermits playing their game, getting the shots they want. I'd love to see Austin Kennedy, as we always talk about, a catalyst if he could knock a 3 down on one of those rotation kicks. Hopefully Saeed Nelson can come out here in the second half, take a deep breath, relax a little bit more, and maybe come out with a stronger second half.
You speak about Austin Kennedy's three-pointer. It just seems to electrify the whole squad. When he hits one of those threes, swishes it home, it just adds a little adrenaline rush that really helps the squad.
It's mostly because when he hits that 3 is one of those situations where the Hermits swing the ball. It may go inside the Mutts and a kick out, and it's just like a great set play. Kicks out there, and that's a great form and just gets that shot up perfect. Again, Harvey and Hargis, we talk about them a lot. I like the way that they're coming out. Harvey's doing a nice job defensively. Hargis had a couple of opportunities on Mosley. Mosley with 6 points, I believe, at the half. Again, this is a high-level Division I player who scores some points for them, but he kind of is that floor general, gets everybody else going.
Well, of course, the Hermits have just 5 players scoring, and meanwhile, St. Anthony's Friars, 7 different players touching the ball, and great balance. As you'll see here, 6 points for Mosley, as you mentioned. R.J. Cole, who's got the main assignment, and Saeed Nelson, he has 6. So those 2 players are leading the way for the Friars. Otherwise, 4 points for Gist. A 3-point effort so far for Miles Patton, and baskets, 2 points each as Saquon Gibbs, Daniel Matting, and Idris Joyner, all with 2 points. So good mix of players and shooters and points going in for the Friars. Meanwhile, leading the way so far for the Hermits of St. Augustine, we have 3 points only for Saeed Nelson. 7 points for Mutts. Mutts stepped it up a little bit in that early part of the first half and got 7 points. 4 for Hargis from the free throw line, and a 2-point basket by Aldrich. That gives us our score of 25-16. Second half adjustments. What do you think, David?
Every time we talk about really any game, you're going to come out, it's that first couple of minutes here in the third quarter. Hermit's going to come back out. I'm interested to see what they do defensively. They went to the zone. St. Anthony's didn't shoot well early, started to shoot a little better towards the end of that second quarter. St. Anthony's has seen it all, so it's a little zone's not going to throw them off completely. But seeing how St. Augustine comes out, maybe this is the chance, the time they take their shot, go at them with a little bit of pressure or something like that. I'm fully confident that Saeed Nelson's going to come out with a strong third quarter.
Well, they have possession to start this quarter, so they'd like to get a basket to start things and get that momentum flowing in the right direction. Meanwhile, the Friars, of course, with that 7-0 run, those are the things that St. Augustine needs to prevent to stay in this game. As we mentioned, it was a 2-point game, but then it became a 9-point game at the end of the second quarter. So basket here by the Hermits, some defense, and hopefully some breakaway layups for them, and we'll see how they handle the big task at hand here. Good pass to Harvey over the back, and no call. And meanwhile, Nelson dishing to Mutts, and he slams it home. That's a little bit of the juice they're looking for.
Yeah, they started out with a set play in order to get it to Mutts. He kicks it back out, and Saeed Nelson, the smart point guard that he is, feeds the big man for the slam.
Oh, now Harvey with a steal, but it's stolen right back. Great defense both ways as Cole gets the ball back for St. Anthony's. Leads to this shot. Mutts will clear the rebound. And another great play defensively by Patton. Gets the ball right back.
Game of inches, 2 times there. Just a pass a little further or one hand a little more, and the Hermits are going the other way.
So the Friars have possession. They circle the perimeter. Madden gives the ball off to Cole. He looks for a dish, and now they swing the ball all the way around the perimeter.
Great ball
Cole
movement.
has the shot. It's off the rim. Rebound comes down and put back up by Mosley.
Yeah, Jagan Mosley, he may be listed as a guard, but he decides he's going in there. He's going to grab the rebound and follow it back up.
27-18 the score. 6:48 and counting, third quarter. Austin Kennedy passes to Harvey, and now Hargis. Saeed Nelson finds Justyn Mutts. Justyn was double teamed, somehow gets a shot off, puts the rebound shot back up, and St. Anthony's will wind up with it. The pursuit of the ball by Patton. Long range pass right to the post. Triple team, dishing back, and a foul underneath.
Well, that was great hands there by Madden as he can handle the pass there. You know, you look at the roster before the game and you see a 6'9", 6'10" player there, and Coach Hurley said he's really not he's not a traditional postman. He's playing there because of the injury that they had to Bishop earlier this week. So he's playing inside, but you can see him. He's got guard skills, and I think that's where he's going to play at the next level at Arizona State. You know, again, Justyn Mutts is similar that way. He's not your traditional big. He can handle the ball, do some things on the perimeter. And you saw a nice job there by Madden feeding it back to Gibbs.
Yeah, good court vision to see the man break into the basket. He draws the foul and has a chance for 2 free throws. He made the first one, so Gibbs will try to make it 2 for 2. Off the back rim, rebounded.
Nice box out by Hargis.
Yep. Nelson driving through, dishing it up, won't go, a little too strong off the glass, and again, no second chances for the Hermits.
No, and Saeed is just pressing so much there. That's one we've seen that shot go in. We've seen that little flip off the backboard, just not going for him right now.
Many times it has gone in, that time it did not. Mosley dribbles to the right side, feeds Patton, who now gives it up to Gibbs. Mosley, watched by Aldrich, goes left side. Calms things down, looking for a lane, but he just patiently goes for a three-pointer from Mosley, and he connects from the left corner.
Yeah, just runs their stuff, runs it down, gets a great look from Jagan Mosley, who knocks the three. Sort of business as usual there for the Friars, and the Hermits need to call a timeout.
So these first 2.5 minutes belonging to St. Anthony's as they build up. They've outscored St. Augustine 6-2 to start this quarter.
Well, how do you keep a run from like that happen? It sounds like a small run, but how do you keep that lead from expanding? You have to convert when you get the opportunities. You get a break, you get a steal. You started with the first 2 points of the quarter on a great set play. Then you get back-to-back steals, don't convert. You get a penetration in the middle, don't convert. That's what it comes down to against a team like this. You can't leave the door cracked at all on a team like this, and they're going to make that mini run that stretches the lead.
That lead is now up to 13. As Paul Rodeo sends his Hermits back onto the court, the Friars will join them momentarily. Once again, glad to have you with us here on snjtoday.com. The two premier programs in the state facing each other.
We got a packed house. We got tons of viewers out there. I'm getting text messages. I got Big Don McCackey down in Maryland watching the game. He's sending us messages. They love having the game. They love being able to see these two programs.
Quality basketball definitely being played here by both of these two squads. Now it's up to St. Augustine to provide an answer offensively and get back in the game a little bit. Saeed Nelson finds Austin Kennedy. Good Superman leap to keep that one in bounds. Justyn Mutts looking for some maneuverability, gets inside the arc. The rim does not help him this time, and the rebound comes down to Gibbs. Did he step out of bounds? That's a break for the Hermits.
Boy, that was one there. Mosley was lining it up from one side. Mutts was lining him up from the other. And looks like Mosley just stepped on the line. You see Mutts waiting for it. But out of bounds on the other side. St. Anthony's so fundamentally smart. You watch the way they box out and rebound, even though they have the size advantage. Perfect position on the box out.
Defensive rebounds have definitely been a key for St. Anthony's, limiting the Hermits to just one shot every time they have the basketball. Saeed Nelson not liking what he sees, so he'll just reset the play. Takes a long-range shot. That's going to be short and out of bounds. And I see a little frustration.
A little bit. Not something that we've seen out of Saeed in the times that we've seen him, but big time game here. Lots of pressure against them.
R.J. Cole gives up the basketball to Patton. Mosley swings it to Gibbs. Again, St. Anthony in no particular hurry to set up anything. Just let the ball do the work. Cole hands off. In between traffic, somehow St. Anthony still manages
good defense.
Possession.
Hermits, nice defense. So as you said, St. Anthony's not in a hurry, just going to run their stuff here.
Mosley looks for a pass, and what do we have?
Walk on. That's a walk there on Matting, and a nice rotation by Brendan Aldridge. We saw him take a couple of charges against Atlantic City. He slid over to take it, and that caused Matting to slip his foot and to travel. Okay, full court man here, and Hermits need something to convert here.
Nelson working against his number 2 counterpart, R.J. Cole. He has seen him for most of the game.
Cole's done a great job on Saeed Nelson.
Harvey with the basketball, swings it to Aldridge. All around the horn. Nelson, a reverse layup, and the touch just isn't there right now.
Just not there, and the Hermits are they're right there. That just has to go. Their best player needs to make that shot right there.
Cole looking for some operating room, and he glasses it home.
High off the glass, beautiful move there. Hermits need something to go their way here.
The lead is 15 now for St. Anthony's. Under 3.5 to go, third quarter. Walter Harvey hands off to Nelson. Double team pressure, gets the ball back to Harvey. Mutts looks to move, great move to his right. Shot off the glass, does not go.
Nice move there, Justyn Mutts. Like we've seen Justyn do lots of different things this year. We've seen the high flying, we've seen the shot blocking. We talked about it with him. His offense hasn't been there. Here, I think he's looking at it and saying right now, hey, my guys are struggling a little. My point guard is struggling. I need to make something happen on the offensive end. Maybe something a little different. He's going to take it to the hole. Bob Hurley told me as well, he got a chance to see the Hermits up close. Hermits went up to the Skyline Classic at St. Anthony's. Didn't play St. Anthony's, played 2 other teams. He came away so impressed with Justyn Mutts and Saeed Nelson. So tons of respect for those 2 players. and they need to turn it on for the Hermits here now, down 13.
Well, Justyn took it to the hole and gets 2 points from the free throw line. Across the timeline, St. Anthony's with the basketball. Double team pressure, and we're going to get a travel.
Two officials talking it over. They both had to travel. You notice they both came in. And as the trap was coming there was St. Anthony players open across the court. He just waited for the trap.
So turnover by St. Anthony's gives the ball back to the Hermits. They'll look to cut into this 13-point deficit. Mutts going up, putting the shot up, and he's going to go to the line for a three-point play.
Set play, but called by the Hermits there to get Justyn Mutts on an isolation on the wing. I credit the Hermit staff. They see Justyn's got the look in his eyes, and let's try to ride him here. And there he's going to go back to the line, keep the Hermits in it.
That was the perfect touch off the glass by Justyn Mutts, and he is rewarded with a chance at a three-point play finish. Got it.
Keeps him in it. He's keeping the Hermits in it all. Lots of times we said he's done it on the defensive side. Now he's keeping them in offensively.
Great break of the press. Oh, that wasn't a travel.
Yeah, that's a travel.
Yeah,
I don't know what Jagan Mosley looked like he was going in. Maybe he was going to make the pass, didn't. He came down gingery. Let's see here. No contact until right there as Mutts came in, but Mutts is going straight up and down. I'm not sure where Mosley was looking. He's come out of the game as he came out a little gingerly, but I don't think it was anything more than Coach Hurley's giving him an earful there.
I think it was just a moment of indecision.
Yeah,
is what he had to do there.
I think you're right. Maybe he saw the shot blocker coming, little indecision.
So Mutts again altering his shot. Mutts trying to get his groove on, and he got it off the glass.
Oh, Justyn Mutts starting to say, I like to play out there a little bit.
7 straight points, Dave, by Mutts.
Timeout, St. Anthony's. Justyn Mutts, let's see if we can see that little shake and bake move. Justyn made from the wing.
Got the contact there, just played right through it, and again, a nice touch off the glass. Those are the kind of shots that weren't falling in the first half. If Mutts can get that going, maybe it opens up the outside shooting as well.
Absolutely, Justyn Mutts, a little, again, different part of his game you're going to see there, but he sees it, you see it in his eyes a little bit. He needs to take charge for the Hermits right now because other guys, again, not getting it done. Saeed Nelson's just not falling for him right now. If Justyn can do that, take some of the focus, maybe off of Saeed, frees him up a little here for the balance of this third quarter in the fourth.
Well, I would think it opens up Nelson, Kennedy, and everybody else, because if Mutts can draw some attention from that double team that St. Anthony's has been doing throughout this game defensively, it opens up a lot of things.
And Mutts has done it on a couple of different guys. That time it was Joyner, a little bigger, more traditional post player that he decided he's going to take him to the rack there, and right now it's working for the Hermits.
Well, we've seen different players for the Hermits throughout the year just have that streak in them. You can sense they know it's their time and they just step up like they've been doing. So Mutts is doing it right now when the Hermits needed it, and the lead, which was once 15 for St. Anthony's, is now down to just 8.
We've talked about how the Hermits keep an even keel all the time, no matter what the game is. This is like a time you'd almost like to see a little more fire, maybe. You come out, you're back in the game, you're right there now. A little fire now.
Maybe we should put you on the court right now. You've got the fire going, Dave.
I'm ready to go.
Understandable, though.
I'm ready to go.
So St. Anthony's looking to stop a 7-point run here by the Hermits. Mosley with the basketball. Again, a double team try. Driving and stealing it is Nelson. Saeed coming back, has Kennedy out of the back, too strong. Mutts misses the dunk. Now it's Harvey who puts it in.
Well, Justyn would have brought the house down, but his friends again right with him, his Hermit teammates. Walter Harvey right there to put it back in a 9-0 run for the Hermits.
To the left corner now, St. Anthony's looking to answer here. 9-0 run with 1:40 to go, third quarter. And I think he wants a timeout. Hurley calls a timeout as Gist looked a little bit bothered there for a second.
Yeah, I don't know. Gist was yelling at the official. I don't know. I guess he was trying to call a timeout, but from what we could say, it didn't look like he was calling timeout.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what he was, again, now it was miscommunicated with the official, but the assistant, Hurley looked over and said he's calling timeout, but he gets the timeout here, 1:35. Hermit's on a 9-0 run. Hey, listen, games always going to be runs. You're going to get a run one team back to the other. You're going to get it that way. So proud to see the Hermits take the punch that they did and take one right back.
1:35 left in period 3. The Friars lead the Hermits 33-27. Another defensive stop is what St. Augustine's looking for. St. Anthony trying to stem the tide here.
1-3-1 from the Hermits. Another different look.
Again, double teaming the ball. Cole dishes the other side. Good perimeter ball movement to the post now. Shot is blocked, and Mutts finds the rebound.
Nice defense there. Saeed Nelson was late getting there, but he...
And now we get a foul on Cole, a blocking foul. Well, the tide has definitely turned here, David.
Well, when you're in that 1-3-1, it's that weak side guy, which was Saeed Nelson, to get back on the guy inside. He was a little late, but still made the play. And the Hermits got a chance, get a little closer.
Well, this is a key possession. You can knock that score down to a 4-point deficit. 1:11 and counting, third quarter. Saeed Nelson lets everybody know what they want to run. Hargis gives off to Mutts. Justyn passes to Nelson. And another blocking foul.
Hey, interesting to see that Jagan Mosley has now come in the game to cover Justyn Mutts. Again, a guard, but a 6'3", powerfully built guard. He's now coming, he's got the defensive assignment on the Hermits' hot player.
58 seconds left in period 3. First foul on Shaquan Gibbs for St. Anthony's. Nelson looks things over. Mutts goes in motion. Kennedy will try a 3. Connects!
Welcome home, Austin Kennedy!
The run now hits a dozen. And the lead is down to 3 for St. Anthony's. Can they get one more stop here as the ball dribbled by Gibbs, handed off to Mosley. Goes left corner. Gibbs dribbles it back out. Nice pass to the post. Alley-oop is short, and Mutts clears the glass. Here come the Hermits. Saeed Nelson has it blocked, but he draws the foul. 2 very important free throws coming up for that guy right there.
Yeah, I love seeing just a little smile. Maybe this can get him going here. We've seen that little silky underhand move. Joyner fouls him on the way up, gets the block after, but Hermit's right there now. Saeed Nelson trying to draw him closer.
That's
sometimes when you're struggling, this is where maybe you get a chance to get to the line, calm yourself down, a thing you've done thousands of times before in your home gym. Get a couple of shots here.
Bang! The lead is now just 1.
What a run by the Hermits right here.
The lead was 15 not too long ago. It is down to 1. A 14-0 run by the Hermits here to end the third quarter. Can they get a defensive stand here? Passed all the way across. Great pass, shot, and score. That is huge by St. Anthony.
Hermits took a chance with the press, and it ended up costing them with the 3. Great job by St. Anthony's to identify, get it to the right guy, and down goes the 3.
Well, Gist grabbed the right time to hit it. They needed something, they got it. At the end of 3 quarters of play, we are in a dogfight here. St. Anthony's 36, St. Augustine 32. We'll be right back.
Shop Toyota Scion of Vineland for your next pre-owned vehicle. Get peace of mind with one of the most reliable, long-lasting vehicles available, a Toyota certified used vehicle. We also have a huge selection of quality used cars, thoroughly inspected, offered at incredible values, starting as low as $49.95. At Toyota Scion of Vineland, our goal is to be the best dealership in town, taking care of what's most important, you. So get to Toyota Scion of Vineland, North Delsea Drive today. We have the cars and trucks you need at the price you want.
Well, we certainly love the fact that this game has lived up to the billing through 3 quarters. It's a 4-point game.
Nobody can rally a team and rally the troops and get them fired up like Coach Rodeo. Even in, as I would say, his later years of coaching, he finds that one thing, whatever that is, and gets them to believe that they can play. And he's got them riled, and he's got them in the game. 4-point basketball game going into the 4th. We talked before, if they could be in the game going into the 4th, that's what they had to be. You got to be there when it comes to it.
So here we go, 36-32. St. Anthony's leads St. Augustine.
What a ball game.
I'll tell you what, it's lived up to it. Fred Melendez, Dave Catalana, and you guys out there are seeing quite a thriller here at St. Augustine Prep in this 2016 Shoot Down Cancer Classic, and this game has been just that, a classic. Ball in the hands of Jagan Mosley, looking for some space, goes left side, another long-range 3, and how about that?
Asante Gist.
Back-to-back 3s by St. Anthony's.
Yeah,
there is their response.
Yeah, we talked about the way he can shoot the ball, set play, got it to him.
Saeed Nelson, and I think
foul.
it's a charge.
Offensive foul again. Saeed going to the hole. Let's see if we can take a look.
See if he established position.
Yep, absolutely. Perfect position there. Great help side defense. And the offensive foul. Number 2 on Saeed.
So Jagan Mosley will bring the ball up court for the Friars. Puts it in the hands of number 2, R.J. Cole. He'll dribble back out.
And it's back to the zone. A little different look again.
Mutts keeping an eye on Cole. They go back deep outside, and now the ball is in the hands of Gist as we are under 7 minutes to go in regulation. Going strong to the hole, blocked again, and here comes Saeed. One-on-one opportunity, goes up too hard off the glass, but Kennedy saves the rebound. Finds Mutts, just in between players, off the glass, and in, but I think we got a charge.
That one I don't agree with. I want to look at it again. I think Jagan Mosley was there, but I think Justyn Mutts did enough to avoid the contact. Let's see it. I don't know. Jagan Mosley was there, but it looked to me like Mutts got himself around that. Tough call.
So the Friars have their own 6-point run going on back-to-back 3s. They're looking to increase that now. They have a 7-point lead. Joyner passes, another 3-pointer off the rim, rebounded Saeed Nelson.
Oh, that would have been huge for the Friars to get that one to go again.
It would have put St. Anthony's up by a double-digit 10, but meanwhile, St. Augustine looking to respond here as Kennedy hands off to Hargis. Saeed Nelson with the basketball.
Pushed off.
Tees up the 3. He's got it, swish!
Might have got away with a little Michael Jordan push-off there.
Yes, he did.
But he got it to go, and he's shaking his head like it's about time.
Well, those free throws might have helped loosen him up a little bit, like you said, Dave. Be nice to see Saeed get his touch back. Meanwhile, St. Anthony's on the attack. Mosley with the basketball. They swing it right side. Shaquan Gibbs goes right corner, dribbling along the baseline. Ball is loose. Oh, we're going to get a foul on Hargis.
Oh, what a tough call.
Wow. Let's see what he did.
Wow.
Well,
wow.
There was contact there, but I tell you what, both players were going for the ball there.
Listen, this kind of game, that is not a foul in a game like this. There's no way. But the St. Anthony's will inbound the ball.
Going right to the hole and getting it to go is Mosley. So there's a bit of a turnaround.
Huge turn. Mosley makes the play. And now the pressure forces a turnover. Forces a turnover, but St. Anthony's loses it back out of bounds. Now the St. Anthony Friar defense now turn up the heat on Saeed Nelson to handle the ball. Now you need Austin Kennedy to help out a little bit with the basketball.
Brendan Aldrich checking in for the Hermits, number 31. The lead is 6 with 5:25 left. Aldrich hands off to Saeed Nelson. And the Hermits will look to put something in the basket. R.J. Cole, as he's done most of the game, with his eyes squarely locked on Saeed Nelson. Alley-oop to Mutts. Justyn looking for some shooting room. Good touch and shot.
Yep, nice move inside. Little jump hook from Justyn. He's got it going for the Hermits here in the second.
41-37, under 5 to go. Jagan Mosley with the dribble, looking for some space. Takes it to the hole and gets it to fall.
Big-time players make big-time moves in big spots, and that's what Jagan Mosley just did right there. Through 2-3 Hermits, gets the bucket and the foul.
So Mosley will have a chance at a three-point play.
When you're a program like St. Anthony's, you know, you don't play in a ton of close games, but when you play the competition they do, you know, some of their games were closer. Patrick School earlier this year, 60-57, Hun School. But again, these are programs, elite level programs, and rebound comes down to Mutts. Hermits hanging in with them right now. Got it to 6.
Oh, and the ball is lost, and back comes Cole quickly, around, and Mutts denies with another block.
Well, a little save there from Justyn Mutts. You know, again, I said earlier, St. Anthony's playing without their best defensive guard. But I'll tell you,
Dave.
yeah, R.J. Cole has done a great job on Saeed Nelson.
That was a carry they missed.
Huge inbound play here. Got to stop him off the set play.
Open shot for 3. Mosley hits the back rim, and the rebound comes down to Mutts, and he draws a foul.
Nice, again, nice inbound play. Jagan Mosley, cool jumper, didn't go.
He had a good look at it, though.
He sure did. Full court pressure here.
Daniel Madding checking back into the game for the Friars.
Marlon Hargis back in for the Hermits. See if they can catch Saeed Nelson on the move here. Get him in the open floor a little. Ooh, almost had the home run ball.
Ball does wind up with Saeed Nelson. The rest of the Hermits set up in their offense. Mutts wants the ball, gets it, left side. Walter Harvey swings it to Kennedy, and now it's Saeed Nelson. Nelson feeling it, giving it off to Mutts, off the glass, and a foul against St. Anthony's.
Nice set, pick and roll play. Your two best players get the ball in their hands, you run your pick and roll play. Justyn Mutts. Huge 2 foul shots here for Justyn.
Well, he's been the key figure here in the second half.
Yeah, he sure has. It was time, as I said, Justyn said it's time to turn up the offense.
Every point so big, as we've been saying throughout this game, but they're even bigger now.
Key substitution here, Guest coming back in. He's hurt the Hermits from the 3-point line. Keep an eye on him coming the other way.
Mutts connects on both free throws, 43-39. 4:08 left on the clock. R.J. Cole drawing the assignment against Saeed Nelson. Halfway through this fourth quarter, Mosley with the dribble against Harvey. Gives it to Gist. Trying to dribble through. Gives the ball off, and they swing it outside. Jagan Mosley guarded by Harvey.
Harvey's done a nice job. At his times he's had him out there. Stay in front.
Driving, dishing, and they swing it back along the left side.
Great job by Kennedy to stay home on Guest.
Good active defense by St. Augustine, keeping the Friars from getting a good shot so far. Cole, watched by Hargis. Good pass along the sideline, all the way back out. Now an open 3. Connection.
So cool, so cool. Get out of the trap, swing around. Mosley hits the 3.
Shot missed and rebounded by Cole. The lead is 7.
Lots of time, lots of time. St. Anthony's is not in any hurry, but they're gonna run their stuff. You just gotta keep playing defense here.
Right to the hole, and Mosley again delivers. He's fouled on the way up.
And that's a killer. You watch it, Mosley. Again, I said big-time players are going to make big-time plays. Here he goes 3, then he goes inside. Now he's going to the line. Nelson behind the, trailing it, and the foul.
So a 3-point play chance for Mosley.
2:45 left. Hermits need. They gotta have to. They gotta have one last run left in them here. So cool. Mosley hits the foul shot.
Mosley's responded. He's got the last 6 points of the game all to himself. A 3-pointer and that 3-point play. Kennedy, a long-range 3 off the rim. 2 St. Anthony's players there battling, and they finally do tic-tac-toe it and get the rebound.
Tough look from Kennedy. I think it's one he had to take. It was deep, but I think it's one he had to take in that spot.
Mosley now with the dribble. He's had the hot hand for St. Anthony's at the moment. Manages to get rid of the ball before travel, and there the travel does happen.
Patton with an extra step as he was trying to make the pass. 10 points, 2-10.
Well, again, Dave, you just want to score somewhere in here.
Yeah, I mean, it certainly doesn't have to be a 3. I might like to take a look at Justyn Mutts on a wing, maybe see if he can take Mosley to the hole.
Kennedy does get it to Mutts. He puts up a shot short.
Maybe got a piece of it there.
So St. Anthony's gets it and brings it back up court under 2 minutes to go.
Now you're down to must-stops every time now.
Cole gets it back out and gets a return feed. RJ just content to dribble. And it looks like St. Anthony's.
Yeah, Friars have been here before. Yeah. They know what they're doing here, no question about that.
So Kennedy picks up the foul. It's a 1-and-1 opportunity for RJ Cole.
Hermits at the other end. Got to be a push. I'm not going to say it has to be a 3. It's got to be something quick. A timeout. Get into some pressure.
First shot goes in, so the bonus shot now awarded to RJ Cole.
Foul shots to close it out. And the Friars close it out here at the foul line as the lead stretches to 11.
The second shot goes in and out. Mutts collects the rebound. The Hermits come up court.
One more.
Justyn Mutts looking to go in and has the ball taken away from him. Somehow got it back. Saeed Nelson puts up a 3. It's off the back rim, and Kennedy does a good job to get the rebound. Saeed Nelson.
That's a block.
And we have a foul against. Is that a charge?
It's a charge. Sorry, I'm doing a little coaching up here. I thought that was a block there. Take a look and see again as Nelson's trying to make something happen.
Oh, he's off his feet.
Tough call.
The defender's off his feet. Yeah, okay.
Tough call.
1:11 left. The lead is 11, 50-39, St. Anthony's.
That last sequence down, I was looking for a kick out to Austin Kennedy, maybe that 3.
The Friars break the pressure and get up to the front court. Mosley, who's got it done here in the latter stages of this fourth quarter. And St. Anthony's just going to play catch with it for now, forcing St. Augustine to foul.
Tough feeling. You're sitting there. You've played the whole game. You've hung in there, kept it close, made the runs to get it close, and then just 1 or 2 plays go against you. A 3 there. I said Jagan Mosley kind of taking over that couple of sequences. And now the Friars look to close it out from the line.
And they're not missing. Bonus shot coming up for number 3, Asante Gist. Makes them both. 52-39 the score, 52 ticks left on the fourth quarter clock.
A little token pressure. Hermits need to get something up quick. Austin Kennedy
puts up a three, hits the front rim, and no rebound for St. Augustine. Mosley got the defensive board. St. Anthony's will just play catch here as we're down to 32 seconds.
Yeah, valiant effort by the Hermits. Kept that game close, got it to the fourth when they had a shot. Friars just a little too much. A couple of plays just didn't go the Hermits' way. And the Friars going to dribble this thing out the last 18.
Mosley, who really sparked that breakaway late in the third quarter and early fourth quarter. A couple of three-point baskets that really set the tone for the finish.
Nice win for the Friars. They're faithful here, but the Hermits gave their faithful, and the people packed this gym. A pretty good showing today.
Our final score on the board here, St. Anthony's defeats St. Augustine by the score of 52-39 in the 2016 Shootdown Cancer Classic. A valiant effort, but St. Anthony showing once again why they're number one in the state and number 3 in the country.
Number 1 in the state. A lot of different guys get it done for them. They play inside, they play outside. Again, a little different team without their big man today, but they get it done in many different ways. Fundamentally, they're just so strong. Playing defense, box out, they're in position all the time. They run their sets exactly like I'm sure he draws it up for them. Great to watch, great basketball.
And the fact that they just didn't give the Hermits too many second chances really is a testament to the way their defense played and got this victory for them in the long run. We're going to take a quick timeout here if we can and total up the numbers and do a rundown of how this one went down when we come back.
Shop Toyota Scion of Vineland for your next pre-owned vehicle. Get peace of mind with one of the most reliable, long-lasting vehicles available, a Toyota certified used vehicle. We also have a huge selection of quality used cars, thoroughly inspected, offered at incredible values, starting as low as $49.95. At Toyota Scion of Vineland, our goal is to be the best dealership in town, taking care of what's most important, you. So get to Toyota Scion of Vineland, North Delsea Drive today. We have the cars and trucks you need at the price you want.
Fred Melendez, Dave Catalana in our 2016 Shootdown Cancer Classic, probably the marquee game of the tournament without a doubt. The two of the best teams in New Jersey, not just South Jersey. St. Anthony's winning over St. Augustine 52-39. But Dave, I think St. Augustine, they took a few punches early, like you said. They came back and made it a 1-point game when it was once a 15-point game.
Yeah, and I think if you talked to Coach Rodeo or any of the people that follow St. Augustine and talked about Saeed Nelson's stat line and his game, you would have thought this wouldn't have been a game at all. And I think the rest of the Hermits stepped up mostly Justyn Mutts.
Absolutely. Justyn saw that Saeed was having a tough day. We mentioned this during the broadcast, and Justyn stepped up and went to the hole strong, created some opportunities for him basket-wise and from the free throw line. And he was a big part of that 14-0 run in the third quarter that made it a one-point game. But then one gentleman by the name of Ansante Gist came up, hit the key three-pointer at the end of the third quarter, hit another one to start the fourth quarter, and then St. Augustine St. Anthony's took off from there.
And it's not always the stat line. You look at the numbers after the game. It's when he hit those shots. And as you said, one was just to close out the third, and then one was early in the fourth when you're talking about back-breaking type plays. The Hermits hanging in, and next thing you know, a shot like that. Because they had it right before the end of the third quarter. They had it, I guess they had it down to 2 when he hit the three-pointer.
It was a one-point game at 33-32 right there at the end. Gist then teed up that three-pointer. As I said, it was a 15-point game favoring St. Anthony's. Behind Mutts, 14 unanswered points. Got it down to 1, which was incredible. This place was electric at that time. The home team really enjoying what they were seeing.
For you to stay in a game like this or do that, maybe you have to do some things a little different. And what you saw differently from Justyn Mutts, at least in that case, was he took his game to the outside. He found that was going to be a place where he's going to need to help out. He saw his leader struggling a little bit, and he decided to pull outside a little, and he looked impressive on the outside.
He definitely swung the momentum.
Kept the Hermits in it.
He swung the momentum. He finished with a team high 20 points, 11 rebounds, and 5 blocks. Not a bad afternoon for anybody, but he certainly made it a very interesting ball game in the third quarter. Leading scorer for the game, Jagan Mosley, he finished with 21, 12 points for Asante Gist, including those very clutch three-point baskets, 9 points for R.J. Cole. They were the leading scorers for St. Anthony's. Meanwhile, 20 points for Mutts, and as we mentioned, 11 boards and 5 blocks, and just an 8-point effort for Saeed Nelson. Tough day for him.
You know, we're kind of lucky that we get to watch St. Augustine play, and I love the style of basketball that they play, the type of team that they have. We've talked so much about how they stay even keel, they feed off of each other. But what a pleasure to watch a program like St. Anthony's and the way they run everything. Like I said, they run everything, missing a couple players, still doing everything the right way. Again, I can't talk so much. You talk so much about their defense, but it's just about where they are. They're always in position, charges that they're taking, the way they deny the wings, and the way they play defense. And then when it comes right down to it, running the stuff the right way to get the guys the right shots and to close out a game.
And of course, that 14-0 run could have bothered a lot of other teams, but the three-pointers, the back-to-back to start and end the quarters, that turned the tide as well. So they know when to step up.
They certainly do. And as we talked about with Coach Rodeo before, we talked about it with Coach Hurley here too. You know, 14 or 15 of the top 20 teams in the state of New Jersey are on the non-public side. St. Anthony's in non-public B, St. Augustine and tons of other good programs in non-public A. I guess they would both be happy if they saw each other again in a Tournament of Champions matchup, because that would mean they both had won the state, but it could happen. The Hermits could get there. St. Anthony's obviously well on their way to that as well.
Well, we certainly hope you all enjoyed this game. We knew it was going to be a classic, and I think both teams played, it's almost mirror images of each other if you want to know the truth, but St. Augustine falling to a slightly better team. They, like I said, they knew when to box out, and they did everything right, and they survived that 14-point run by St. Augustine to win this game. Our final score once again, 52-39. St. Anthony's defeats St. Augustine. For our fine staff here, Ryan Schumacher, our producer, Megan Hogate, our producer assistant, and our cameramen, Charles Hope and Andrew Williams, Fred Melendez and Dave Catalana. We have a game Monday, I believe. Is
Monday,
that right?
Cape Atlantic, Paul Rodeo versus Paul Rodeo.
There you go. So we'll be here Monday night, 7 o'clock. Don't miss it. It won't quite be up to this level, but that's all right. St. Augustine will be here, and that's a good thing. Our final score, once again, 52-39. St. Anthony's defeats St. Augustine. Have a good night, everybody.